warm welcome to you all. Namaste. Hey Aries, this is your reading for July 2018. So we have 3 decks in front of us, 1, 2, 3, and a couple of other interesting bits and pieces. I will work through those as we start into the reading. I did do some intuitive work for you before we start, so yours was a little bit odd, which is odd because I'm an Aries, so I'm interested to see how this all works out and how it pans out. But I got the message that there was the end of something that may have been a burden to you. So it could be relationships, it could be a job or career, or it could be a health cycle. It could be that someone you find out has a terminal issue. So that's just something that could be around. Some of you might have back pain or head and neck pain, and it might pay to seek therapy and relax. Let go of the old and move on. Also, the word love and the heart chakra and emotions was really highlighted going on here. It could be that you are concerned for someone. Also, the stone aquamarine arrived. Now, I have a beautiful piece of aquamarine, which oddly enough, I just went out and purchased 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure why, I've never had a piece before, but I'm particularly drawn to the beautiful green hue of it anyhow. So, I found the aquamarine card in one of my other favourite decks that I haven't used for quite a while. It's the gemstone and angel deck. So it says there, are your emotions in turmoil? Are you feeling uneasy? Spend time at the water's edge to regain emotional balance. Clear away any negative energy you may have accumulated from unsettling conversations or negative internal dialogue. And if we turn the card over, there is a beautiful Angel of Emotional Balance mantra on the back of it. It says, I am able to identify my feelings and resolve unsettling emotions. Negativity flows away effortlessly and lovingly. My emotional body is awash with positive energy. I enjoy a sense of balance, and it says safe travel over or on water is a certainty. So I'll put those up here in the background. They can be just used as energetic focusing in the back of the reading. So I will now get on to the shuffling of the cards, and we will see what further information comes out. So this is for Aries for July. The right way. Storm warning, broken heart, blossoming abundance. Okay, well, we did talk about that. So, I guess, now I have them upside down. I will just turn them around the right way. And as if to add to that energy going on, there's this roaring noise in the background. It's a plane, I think it's a military plane having its maintenance done. And yeah, there's just quite a surge of energy around the house right now. And we've had a lot of storms here in New Zealand since June. And I know this reading is in June and it's for July, but we've had massive storms here. Emotional loss, the sacral chakra, and fertility. So we have 2 3s in a row here, and the 3 is actually a beautiful number. It's the Trinity number, so it does give off a lot of structure like a pyramid would. So there's a higher awareness going on in the background of all this messages and meanings, or a higher reason for things occurring. final 3 cards. The 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the Knight of Rods. We'll be reading from the columns and down this way, but every card can be connected to any other one. They're very fluid, the readings. So whatever message you feel is talking to another part of the message, feel free to add those together and see what outcome is, you know, being said to you. This card in the middle has taken on quite a strong sort of reference throughout the readings as they have evolved, and so for you guys it's the sacral chakra area. So this could be viewed as an area that you could focus on for the month that could lend to you great strength or insight or possibilities or awareness. The sacral chakra is our area of creativity. So it could be that there is a blockage around this area, and that if you focus on it and get it free flowing, you'll find a massive amount of energy coming from there. If we are blocked in our chakra areas, we find that energy keeps traveling in our bodies and it can't be sent either up or below, so it creates tension and turmoil. It's really important to have these balancing perspectives of our physical and spiritual body free flowing, because if they don't, we get stuck and glitched and constipated, and health can become glitchy and stuck as well. For some of you, that sacral chakra might be an area that is being focused on, like really energy just boom, just going in there in an amazing force. So it's also the area of our body that is the colon, the intestines, the lower stomach, the sexual zone and energy center of the body, the hips, thighs and lower back. So that's also part of energy that could be going on. Now, I did mention that some of you may have had it says back pain, head and neck pain, and to seek therapy and to relax and to let go of the old. So if any of you have had old traumatic issues around the sacral part of your body, now remember this can refer to intimate relationships as well. So if any of you have had trouble with intimate relationships, this could be causing blockages or ill health in your physical body, even your psychological, mental and spiritual body as well. Let's start up here with this nasty old storm warning, and then we've got this emotional loss, and then this 4 of Pentacles. The storm warning can be literal, it can be suggestive of geographical warnings, and we certainly see plenty of them on the planet. And believe me, here in my country we have just been inundated with storm after storm after storm. So perhaps we're in for some more in New Zealand, as well as obviously in other parts of the world. If it is, you know how to prepare. You should follow advisories from the Weather Bureau and be sensible and logical. There might be some of you who have travel that is affected by a storm warning one way or another, and I hope not, because I am travelling in the month of July. So I'm taking my aquamarine with me because it said safe travel. I said earlier in one other video I'm a very nervous flyer. So anyhow, moving on to that, we come. The other thing the storm warning can reference is that it is a literal or metaphysical storm. So this can be a blow up with someone, an argument, tense, a very aggressive type of time, and unfortunately if it's going to happen it will. The best way through it could be mediation or counselling or just moving away. It could be time to let go of the old, and that was another message that came through. If there are people around you that don't accept you for who you are, who don't support you, who don't love you, who don't care enough that they allow you to be you, then they're not right for you in your life. Let them go. It can be very difficult obviously and traumatic, but there's inevitability in life that we can't please everyone, but we must please ourselves first, provided we are not harming anyone else or ourselves, preferably. Emotional loss. That's the heart that he's holding on to very firmly. So some of you, this could be literally the heart chakra that needs attention, your physical heart. And we got 2 of these in here. So some of you may need to get a health check and get that heart sorted out. Some of you may have a heart operation or something to do with around the heart. If it's not physical, this could be very emotional. So again, it's kind of connected to this, possibly down here to this. It's definitely connected to that. So it could be about letting go of relationships that no longer suit, that have been damaging, that have existentially hurt your soul. This is very much, to me, the journey of the soul here in the background on this card. So I'll zoom it in a little bit. It's almost like a timeline of energy going on with him. It's a far deeper loss than what it appears on the surface. So it seems to go back in time, whether it's to do with childhood or to do with family or to do with past life issues. So something might be coming up in this July period with this ecliptical energies coming. We often get things brought up, resurging, that were hidden or that we've been afraid to deal with or that we haven't wanted to face. So there could be something going on there. There could be the loss of people in your life in July or around July as it moves through. And this could be that they choose to walk away or you choose to walk away, or there is a passing of sorts. Now for some of you this might even be pets. You might see a pet passing as well, which could also tie in here with this broken heart. So we come down here to the 4 of Pentacles, and this guy, he's always really panicked about his money. He's like, ooh, I haven't got enough, I can't spend this and I don't have that and blah, blah, blah. But if he stood back and had a look, he's covered in money. He has it everywhere. He's got it up here in his mind, in his heart, over here. So it's about learning to manage your funds appropriately, not panic about them, don't look at them negatively, focus on the positives, direct your energy about manifestation in a physical, appropriate, positive manner. I have seen this card turn up before when job applications are around or when you are offered the prospect of new business or new jobs. And sometimes it means travelling overseas to attend an interview. These 3 cards here literally can have the same meaning. So for some of you, this could be very much about your job or career sector or the things you're passionate about in life or your creativity, which is what we came back to here. This is passionate creativity. And right next to it, we have her, the fertility area, about passion and being creative. And also we have another heart light. But with that one, we have a green light. So there's some heart healing that comes along as well. Coming back down here, we've been transferred to across the row. This can be job interviews, the offer of a job. Job interviews, the offer of a job, new ideas, new concepts, fertility, creative ideas, forces and passions, same thing. Brand new, quick instigation of things coming in, ideas, concepts. This can often relate to travel, air travel, across water. Possibly for some of you to attend a job or to go and move. This can be a moving card as well. Moving because of a career to a new place for new ideas. If it's not physical, it could be in the mind, concepts of. This can also be new relationships coming in, and it can be blossoming romantic relationships. Now this might happen after this broken heart up here. You don't need to say too much about the broken heart. It's fairly obvious. It's telling you that something has hurt your heart in and around this June-July period. It could be a loss or learning about the loss or the passing of someone or something very close to you, or a physical heart ailment, or someone in your family may have a heart problem and you may learn about it. So the heart is very, very connected in here. This whole, it's everywhere I look. Well, it's on a very strong triangular apex, and we talked about the triangle before, the Trinity number. So there's something powerful in a background energy that is going on with this heart issue that is happening. It's very powerful, and I think it possibly will take you to a higher level of connection somehow. If we come back up to this card on the top right and we see it up here, it's the blossoming abundance. You know, beautiful card to get. I don't think it has come out at all in the reading so far, and we're nearly finished for the month. So that's everything's blooming and abundance is coming your way. The manifestation of something better. And if we go across this top line at the top, we saw a storm warning, then a broken heart, but then this beautiful picture of nature, the sublime greens and golds, telling you there's blossoming abundance coming. So there's great positivity behind whatever it is that's occurring around you. It's like it's I'm not wanting to say purging, but it's like it's a healing in its own way, whatever is going to happen with whoever and however. It's healing, it's very cathartic, and it leads you to, I think, a better place. We look at the fertility, and it speaks for itself as well. So heart issues, but possibly healing of the heart, definitely paying attention to it. She's also surrounded by those golden orbs, which seem to be climaxing here at the top of her crown chakra, and then blooming, blossoming out. Some of you may be literally like struck with this amazing awareness or connection to space and to the cosmos and to the energies of what it is up there. Some of you may have head, neck and back pains. Again, that's coming to me, that you need to have fixed one way or another through massage or healing or surgery. Some of you have problems with the sacral chakra. Now, she is absolutely cradling the sacral chakra in her hands, and it was right next door, and it's here as well. Some of you might have a pregnancy loss. There's that possibility going through this line. Some of you are getting a healing through the sacral chakra and healing that part of your body if it has been inflamed or diseased in any way. Some of you are going on a cycle of fertility, so there's a possibility of a conception here of a pregnancy. This is also conception and fertility of ideas and manifestation and abundance. So these two cards are very connected in saying what they're doing. And your last card to finish off for the reading is this Knight of Rods. And we've talked about him briefly. When he turns up, he is young. He is a fire sign type energy. So it could be someone around you, a youth with a fire sign energy that you are thinking of or engaged with, or have some sort of conception of ideas or abundance or manifestation with. Or he is literally this passion and ideas and opportunity and fire coming into your life as July finishes and you move into the beginning of the rest of the year. So yeah, when I did your intuitive work in the beginning, I was like, oh, you know, there was so much going on and a lot of messages, and a lot of it seemed very intense to me. And so then as we started seeing the cards arrive, they really reiterated the intensity, but they're giving you so much insight underneath it. So yeah, I guess you just work through July, and for everyone this will be different, and it will be at a different personal level that these things are occurring. But there seems to be a possibility of great healing and the awareness of availability of abundance, especially around passionate ideas or creative resources in your life. And my battery stopped right then, so that's time for me to stop the reading. Obviously it's telling me to be quiet and finish. So yeah, thank you all for subbing and liking the video and leaving your comments. I do love to read them. Remember to check your moon and rising signs. There might be some really pertinent, relevant information there for you as well. So I wish you all happy and safe travels if you are travelling around in July. And if you are travelling even emotionally around, happy safe travels for that as well. Working through any emotional loss or upheaval there, all the best for that. And just remember that everything is cyclical. Nothing stays the same, and everything